What are you doing? I'm singing the theme song. I don't know that that's necessarily the theme song. No, it's got to be. I said it was. Joe's getting in here. What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling combat sports podcast. We do not use. We're gonna preview WWE's Monday Night Raw. They still call it that. They still call it what? Monday Night Raw, or is it just Raw? What difference does it make? Why are you having the thing? I mean, I'm just saying, like, what if you're not watching it on Monday night? Is this because I generally don't watch it on Monday night? Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Well, it doesn't make it Tuesday morning Raw, that's for sure. I mean, is that what you think? Well, yeah, I mean, for you, it's Tuesday morning Raw. Yeah, I don't think it has the same ring to it as WWE's Monday Night Raw does. Yeah, but if you're not watching it Monday night, and that's not what it is. You know, that's still what it is. It doesn't matter when you're watching it. It just, that's the name of the thing. I don't know why Joe's not getting in here. What's he doing? Is he late? He's late again. Yeah, I mean, in his defense, you did start this thing kind of early. That's not important. That's not important that I started early. This is Christmas week. Nothing really matters. Not much is important. You can just, start things and do things whenever you want. Come and go as you please. Apparently that's what Joe thinks. He doesn't have to be on time. He's trying yet again. Apparently his internet connection just doesn't work effectively. Joe, do you want me to come over and unplug it and plug it back in? Oh, look at that. I think you fixed it.
Yeah.
Turn it off, turn it back on, clear your cache, unplug it, plug it back in, restart it, redo your authenticator app, get back in here, and make things happen.
Yeah, and that's about it. Yeah.
You called the hotline, Joe. There's no hotline, Mark. We didn't. You got 800 number. 1-800 Mark the Monster. That's absolutely not the hotline number. I think that's got to be. That's too many numbers.
No. MONSTER. That's seven Monster. 1-800 Monster.
I don't. But then, what if they get a different monster? What if they get the energy drink? Dude, that's your sponsorship.
There you go.
Monster Energy.
There you go.
If anyone's got a connection with Monster Energy, we'll take a check. So if you got the connection, we will take the checks. I thought you didn't want money.
Samples. He meant samples, y'all. Samples.
I don't want money from our fans. But I will take Monster money. It's important for me to put that down. Don't want money from the fans. If you're a fan of the show, you're tuning in, you're a wrestling fan, I don't want your hard-earned money. You buy merch from us, it goes to help a local dog kennel. I'm not one of these guys out here trying to hold up his listener base for their hard-earned cash. So you should subscribe to our Instagram and pay us $4.99 a month for some shit you should just be getting for free. People do that. Yeah, people do that. It's premium content is what they'll tell you. It's stuff they just can't talk about on their regular channel for
Mark,
no reason.
Mark, I'll tell you what, I can explain it to you better, Mark. Think of it like this. Think of it like we're talking right now.
Yeah.
And then we could say a limited amount of things, but then if they pay more for it, you can get what you truly want to hear come out in X-rated R way.
So you're saying like that you got to pay $4.99 a month to hear a cuss word
without being bleeped out, edited, the whole.
They don't censor us on here, which is exactly why we do it here. We do it here because you can get away with things, and well, they haven't pissed me off by trying to edit things and change things and spam things and all that happy shit.
And also Mark.
Yeah.
Think about this. If you wanted to, you could bribe the white sister and tell her she could just sell some news and we get extra Lucci.
No, we're not doing that, Joe. Why don't you?
That's what you pay.
Why don't you start
pay
your
OnlyFans? That's the paid subscription part, man. That's the paid subscription part. It's not the paid.
All right.
About that part.
Why don't I mean, should I do an OnlyFans, Joe?
I mean, you'd be surprised. There will be somebody out there want to see you. You'd be surprised.
Generally speaking, Joe, I'm Winnie the Pooh in it.
No. There's look.
I just got a T-shirt and no pants. I'm Winnie the Pooh in it.
Wait, hear me out. There's this little kind of puppet fetish group that will pay millions for you. They'll send you some money. True story.
Joe. No.
I'm saying. Just saying.
Just trying to make some extra cash.
That's all I'm trying. He needs extra cash so y'all can go.
I heard I could sell pictures of my feet.
That too. Pictures of your feet and the whole kit and caboodle. Yeah.
See that?
I see that.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Right there. You looking at it?
I'm looking at it.
You owe me $35 for looking at my foot.
And somebody would pay you $35
No,
for your foot.
You looked. I asked you 3 times if you've seen it. You verified you've seen it. $35 needs to go into my account. You looked at it again, didn't you?
No, I didn't look at nothing. Nope. I'm just looking at the clock as it goes down. That's all I'm doing.
Everyone watching, you owe me $35 for looking at my foot.
Oh, they're gonna pay.
Mark, stop trying to sell feet. You put him up to that, Joe. You bunch of weirdos.
I'm just trying to. I want Mark to get a little profit too, you know.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Time smoothie. Dollar Tree. It's a product of Turkey. What's in the box, you ask? 6 strawberries, 1 banana, and 1 apple. Nothing else. Nothing else.
I just got the little Celtics. Yeah.
I have never had that shit.
It's pretty good. It's decent. 0 sugar, everything. It's all good.
Honestly, I ain't gonna mess with it then. I'm a sugar-free drink kind of guy.
Yeah.
I like
0 sugar.
Yeah, I like chemicals in my beverages.
I'm just saying 0 sugar. You be good.
0 sugar, way to go. Give me the chemicals. Don't give me the sugar.
Yeah.
Generally, the way I like to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
So I don't even know where to start today. We covered a lot. Yesterday. We got Raw Preview to do, but I think we should just kind of talk a few rumors in the world of professional wrestling.
I heard a whole bunch. I heard the main one this morning was Netflix.
There's going to be commercials?
There's going to be commercials.
Going to be commercials.
There's going to be commercials.
How do you feel about that?
Well, they made it sound like in the beginning that, there wasn't going to be commercials. Like, it just clear, straight shot, like, on to the next one.
Yeah.
But now...
And it's going to be like ads like regular TV. Like, it's going to be... They're going to do the breaks in the show like they do them now.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay. So I was thinking, when they said the premium one, you wouldn't get ads. But now, you got ads no matter what. So they're basically no big of a deal.
So the live show format's not going to change whenever you go to Raw. You're still going to have chin lock rest holds to get you through the commercial break. You're still going to have one wrestler makes their entrance, stands there for 3 minutes while you're at commercial break and the arena goes dark.
Mm-hmm.
So you pay for your Netflix subscription and you're going to get to watch Raw with commercials.
Yeah. I was hope in my mind. I was really hoping in the commercials. I could understand maybe like the 30-second gap with the ads. Cool, 30 seconds, but like they having commercials.
I honestly can't believe they're gonna just do normal ass commercials. Like maybe it's just gonna be like 2 or something, but I'm kind of shocked.
Can we go see Bree today?
Okay, we'll see you later, girl. Back up. Why I keep doing this all the time, girl? All right, say your hi. Say your hi and goodbye. Okay. All right.
Here's one thing I'll say is that there's commercials on Raw today on USA, right? You watch Raw tonight?
I think the first 30 minutes free.
Might be commercial free first 30 minutes, but if you search the internet, you might be able to find a way where you can watch a Raw replay totally commercial free. Without a subscription, without paying anyone anything. You might just have to have some kind of a VPN.
That is true.
You didn't hear that from me, and for those of you who think you did, now you forgot. I got one of those flashy things like Men in Black. Boom. Don't remember a thing.
Yeah, I don't know that.
So, seemingly, definitely we're having commercials on Netflix. Talking Raw to Netflix. Looks like we may have Penta might debut. January 6th.
It's in the air. I ain't gonna say it is, but it's up there.
Is that a rumor you're buying, or are you selling that rumor? You believe it?
If it happens, it would have to be there something with, if I had to guess, something to do with Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom.
That'd be a good first feud for Penta. Have him feud with Dom.
I wouldn't want to be Ray because that's just normal. Dirty Dom be better.
Yeah. Man, who goes over?
I mean,
you do a back and forth feud.
Do a back and forth. I say
I would like to see a back and forth, like do a full program with Dom and Penta.
If I had to say, I would say first round would definitely go to Penta. Then the second would be Dirty Dom with help from probably JD.
JD's an underrated talent on Raw. He's so good in the ring. Just has a big bobblehead. So we talked a little bit about it yesterday. There's a lot of
what's up, Panther?
What's up, Panther? How you doing? We was talking a little bit about Raw going to Netflix, about them adding in the commercials, and potential first feud for Penta being Dominic Mysterio. Yesterday we talked about the Ula Fala and them doing the possible Bloodline Championship. Beyond that, I don't believe they're going to do a Bloodline like a Ula Fala Championship belt. I don't think they're going to do that. But the rumor I want to address is: do we foresee CM Punk versus Roman Reigns?
Like I see. I'll say at the Elimination Chamber, Roman probably beats Cody. And then that's when the favor comes into play. That's the only way to do it. And that's the only way to get his dream match at headline WrestleMania to Sunday night.
I still don't think they let him main event night two. I could be wrong, but do you think that's the favor is going to put Roman Reigns versus CM Punk? Like seemingly, maybe they are pushing Punk toward a title picture. Panther said the Ufalafa, if you ask LA Knight.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, I can't even pronounce things right.
Yeah, man. You think they if we get Punk into a title picture? Do you think it'll be Punk versus Roman? Do you think that'll be the route we go?
I'm going to say Punk, Roman, Cody. That's probably the better way to do it. Punk, Roman, Cody.
What if we were coming into Mania season, and it was looking like Mania was going to somehow be Seth versus Roman, and Punk called in that favor and said, make it a triple threat, just to get at Seth again.
Mm-hmm. And that would mean Roman coming to Raw then.
I mean, it seems like they want everybody on Raw. I think we're going to have to rebuild SmackDown from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
But we have an avenue to do that. I think we see the Drew McIntyre push coming in 2025. Could Drew be going to SmackDown?
I think he should go to SmackDown.
I think he'd be a better fit on SmackDown, especially if we're pulling Roman and possibly Cody off. I think, I may have said a couple months ago that I wasn't sure if they could bring Drew McIntyre back into the main event scene. But after his CM Punk feud, if you popped him on SmackDown, I think it's definitely doable.
Yeah, I would say Drew. Well, they are going to 3 hours. He'll fit right in with that 3-hour time slot.
Man, let's talk. SmackDown's going to go 3 hours. Raw's going back to 3 hours. NXT is 2 hours. You throw in a PLE a month. You throw in possibly a Saturday Night's Main Event every other month.
I don't know.
Man, that's a lot of WWE programming.
If you do the math. And don't forget, WrestleMania going to be like probably 6 hours both nights.
It's going to be a lot, man. It's going to be a lot.
I would say this. That's damn near probably about 24 hours right there.
So, I seen a SmackDown for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought to myself, that could prove to be problematic. Just because, generally speaking,
SmackDown
less
known for 2 hours.
Yeah, but less is generally more, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, these things aren't the same. We're not comparing apples to apples here. But you look at AEW, started off strong, stretched themselves very thin, and had some periods where there were some lulls. WWE has historically done the exact same thing. Attitude Era, Raw got big, SmackDown was needed. We had Sunday Night Heat, we had Superstars, we had all these different all this programming all over the place. Became difficult for people to keep up. And the overseas PLEs are going to kill us waking up at 4 or 5 a.m.
Hey, think about this.
I'm already up. Those are perfect, Panther. Hey, it's great for me.
But you got to think about them as well, who be up at 4 a.m. watching it sometime between 2 and 4 a.m. watching it. Got to think about them too.
I just wonder if WWE is going to struggle once they have 6 hours of the big two, your PLE, your NXT. So around 2017-ish, I made a prediction to our friend Steroid Steve.
Uh-oh.
And I said, we are on the cusp of pro wrestling exploding in North America and being bigger than the UFC. And he told me I was crazy. And I said, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be huge again. It's going to be bigger than the Attitude Era. He told me I was nuts. Oh, yeah, Panther. We got a friend named Steroid Steve. He occasionally pops in. Strong hatred for Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. He ain't been on in a while, but yeah, he calls me from time to time to let me know how much he hates Cody and Roman.
How about this? Think about your dad don't like the new people in wrestling.
That's Steve. That's Steroid Steve. 2 years from now. So you think about you go back in time, think about the end of 2022 where we were at in pro wrestling. So if we go to the end of 2026, is WWE as hot as it is today? Can they ride this wave for 2 years?
I'm going to give it a toss-up. It all depends on who they'll have at the star. Because Randy, about 2 years, he's about to retire.
You
So
think?
gotta get rid of Randy.
You think he'll be done 2026?
He said when he get 50.
He got
some
time. He's got time before he's 50.
Nah, he's 47 right now.
No, Randy Orton ain't that old, is he?
Randy Orton, oh, he's about 47, 48.
I don't think Randy Orton's that old.
He is that old.
How old is Randy Orton?
Like 47, 48?
44.
Oh, 40. Damn, my bad.
40. You over here trying to make him be old.
My bad. It's Cena. My bad. Cena 47. My bad. Okay. Well, anyway, I would say this: the only way they'll be over if they found a new Randy, Cody, KO, and a Roman. They definitely need a new Roman.
I don't think there is a new Roman. I think the guy who in 2018 we all couldn't stand was able to reinvent himself under the hand of Paul Heyman, and I think, man, he may be one of the best ever. Which is crazy that I'm saying that.
You know, it'd be crazy. That I thought about the other day. What if WWE, we know it, and now turns into the Samoan dynasty? Like, it's no longer a black or white champion. It's going to be a Samoan champion carrying every single belt at one time.
There's enough. There's enough in that family. Panther live on Instagram in our comments. He thinks the next star is probably Braun Breaker. Oh man, probably. Oh man, Scott Steiner's son's talking about after he's done with football, he's gonna probably look into doing pro wrestling. So he could have two Steiners, WWE.
I don't think Scott Steiner's son gonna make it.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I mean, I'm honestly surprised at how Braun's evolved. Braun Breaker's a really, really good talent. Yeah, you know what, man? Panther has a good solid, next generation pick right here. Braun Breaker, Dragunov, and Carmelo Hayes are your next in line to be the main event scene in WWE. I agree with that. Those are three solid picks, man.
Carmelo Hayes. I've been saying Carmelo Hayes for a while.
Yeah, Carmelo's good. I've been saying Dragunov for a while. You just got to get healed up and get back to it. Braun Breaker's fantastic.
I'll say this. A-Town under there, they could do something good with them, too. They break them up. That'd be good.
Yeah, Panthers, anything Carmelo could be, your next big heel. Put him in the same category as Eddie. Man, I can see that, man. There's a lot you can do with Carmelo, because Carmelo's a guy who can be the heel, switch back to babyface, switch back to heel, and he can do it on the head of a nail, man. He can just so quick he can be a heel again. Kind of like KO.
Mm-hmm.
As we look at Raw tonight, man, I worry about some of these Raws leading into the Netflix era of Raw. Last week's Raw was okay, but it was nothing to write home about.
Mm-hmm.
we look at like some of the things that are set up for Raw, we could hit. We talk about some of these matches first, and then we can talk about what's going to be the probable segments. Will probably be the things most people attach to. Chad Gable is going to face Akira Tozawa. That's on tonight's Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you, Joe.
Okay.
How exactly is it that Chad Gable is still feuding with the Alpha Academy? And how are they still called the Alpha Academy whenever that was the name Chad Gable gave his group?
If you remember back before he got with the Creed brother, he left them and he said they could keep the name because they're nothing without him. The Alpha Academy is nothing without him.
So what we have is a jobber group calling themselves the Alpha Academy doing Chad Gable's old gimmick. And then we have Chad Gable with another jobber group still doing his old gimmick.
Basically, yeah. American made, yes. Yeah.
No one wants to talk about how this is some of the dumbest shit ever on Monday Night Raw. You're talking about a feud that's been going on for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And we're never getting what was supposed to be the payoff. The payoff was Otis giving Chad Gable his comeuppance and taking out Chad Gable for the abuse.
Yeah.
We're just never going to do that, are we?
No, not yet. Maybe on the Raw come January 6th, they might do that.
Is this the dumbest story on Monday Night Raw? Or are you still leaning that's the Wyatt? Like, which one? What's dumber, this or the Wyatt Six? Because the Chad Gable Alpha Academy feud going on for 8 months without Chad Gable getting beat up by Otis is some of the worst booking in pro wrestling. It's
I would say
bad, man. It's really, really bad.
I would say I'm only saying it because with the Alpha Academy and the Made Men, you can find something to throw them in and do random stuff. But with the White Six, you really ain't got nothing with them.
Man, you really don't.
I'll say the White Six is bad. Chad and Alpha, they can feud forever. Go on, talk.
No, man, they can't feud forever. This is a leader of a group turned on his best friend. The best friend's supposed to get his comeuppance, and you put the thing to bed, and then everyone moves on. It's been going on for like 8 months, and in between this, you've had Chad Gable and his new group, who's doing the same shtick his old group did, who are still doing that shtick, feud with a bunch of random ass people, and none of that had a good payoff either. The Chad Gable feud with the Wyatt Six, what was that supposed to do? They selected Chad Gable because of how he was treating his friends.
That's right.
And then Chad Gable tried to be nice to them again, and they didn't accept him being nice to them. So then the Wyatt Six still beat up Chad Gable, but then his new friends got involved, and the Spooky group didn't win. It didn't do anything.
You know what this is all about?
Terrible.
This is about
lazy booking on WWE's behalf. Yeah, that's it.
No.
Booking, man.
No. Think about this. What if they got Chad Gable trying to find the perfect American heroes, but the Alpha Academy wasn't it? Then the Made Men wasn't it. What if this whole time he was an evil heel guy trying to find the perfect American-made team?
And that's a
nothing
great
worked out.
what if, but Shelton Benjamin is signed to AEW and Charlie Haas ain't coming back. Like, it's not going to happen, man. He's not going to be able to redo Team Angle.
Team Angle. So that's what it
And
is.
that's the only thing they should be doing with Chad Gable is you should just do Team Gable and just call it a day. Like, I don't know.
That's what it is. I think Chad Gable is going to turn heel on Made Man pretty soon.
I don't think he does because I don't think they know how to book Chad Gable. But we talked about the Wyatt Six a little bit in this Chad Gable rant. We're gonna circle back to the Chad Gable thing in just a second. I'm just gonna throw it out there. The Miz is forced to go one-on-one with Dexter Lumis. That's also a match tonight. I'm not even unpacking that shit any further. There's nothing. There's not even anything more to say there. I will be shocked if they make this interesting. But I want to talk about the lazy booking on Raw.
Okay.
I said it was lazy booking with Chad Gable in the Alpha Academy. You know what else I think is lazy booking? The New Day. And here's why I think the New Day is lazy booking. On Monday Night Raw, we are doing the exact same story that we're doing on SmackDown. On SmackDown with DIY, they teased the breakup for months. Instead of the breakup, they turned heel. On Monday Night Raw, they teased the breakup of the New Day. Instead of breaking up, the team turned heel. They turned heel on their good friend Big E. DIY turned heel on their good friend Alex Shelley. They told the same story on both shows. They didn't even try to do something different. They just did the same shit. It's like someone on SmackDown who's a writer for SmackDown watched Raw and went, I know what to do with DIY. We'll just copy what they're doing on Monday night. What's the likelihood that anyone watches Raw and SmackDown? No one's watching both shows. No one will figure this out.
No. Maybe you're right. Xavier got. Yeah, you're right about Xavier. They do.
That's funny. They do. Yeah, man. I'm kicking them out of the locker room. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit better than the DIY, but it's still the same baseline story being told on both shows, week for week, identical.
Well, look at it this way. Maybe they're trying to see if Johnny can be a heel because his whole character, he hasn't been a heel, so they're probably making him try to see.
He was a heel in NXT with The Way.
He wasn't that great of a heel. That was a short-term heel turn. That wasn't a long-term.
What?
They're trying to see if they can make him.
Oh man, I just feel like if you were gonna break up two tag teams, maybe space it out a little bit.
Well, actually, they did space that out way longer than the New Day. They had that breaking up going for a while.
The New Day has been going on forever since Odyssey Jones, since before Odyssey Jones, and that was in what, June? The New Day breakup definitely took at least 6 months.
June, July, mid-July. He came mid-July. Yeah, July.
Panther said Ray needs to stop kicking people out the locker room and keeping some from destroying himself. Man, that ain't Ray's kid. That ain't Ray's kid. That's why Ray don't. That's Eddie's son. Ray don't give a shit about Dom. We also have the women's IC title triple threat. Joe disappeared on me. There we go.
All right.
Do you have a guess of who the mystery opponent is in the IC title triple threat?
Unfortunately, I got some bad news for everybody. I must take myself out of Ring the Bell tonight, y'all, because I saw the spoiler leak for last night, so I know everything. So
what?
Yeah.
You watched the spoilers?
I was reading about what I clicked on it because I want to see what happened on last week of Raw. I wanted to see what it did, and then as I kept
I
reading,
actually forgot that tonight's Raw is a pre-taped Raw. I forgot.
yeah, because they had on the one wrestling page. They talking about this is what you missed last week on Raw, and I kept reading it,
And then you realize
when
you're reading a spoiler. You're like, none of this shit makes any sense.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Then we won't have you take a guess on who the mystery person is. I'm not taking a guess because I don't care.
Okay. I have to tell you, hint. She's a former champion.
I would. Charlotte. Yes.
Short.
Probably.
Short. Like short.
I don't got a guess here, man.
Trash can.
I still don't got it. I still have no guesses. I don't. There's
from the trash can.
nothing. There's nothing that can happen in this world to make me give a shit about the women's Intercontinental title match.
Okay, Io Sky, y'all.
Io Sky. Okay. Yeah. All right. I will either be asleep by the time this match happens, or I will be playing off the grid.
It's third second match.
We got two things that are going to probably dominate everything we hear about Monday Night Raw. Other than, I think there's probably, I think coming down the road, we're going to see a lot more Viking Raiders segments that eat up some time on Raw. But Drew McIntyre is set to kick off Raw. We're also set to have Seth Rollins talk about CM Punk. I think Drew will probably cut a good promo that'll make complete sense, and then he probably shouldn't be the heel. I still don't understand how we're going to be sold that CM Punk is the heel for his. That Seth Rollins is the heel for the CM Punk feud.
Okay, the way they got Seth being the heel of the group.
Seth is not the heel.
Okay, but you got to look at it from other side. Let's just say, for instance, I had a big ass grudge against you for many years for taking my spot at.
Well, you claim you had a grudge against me for writing on your sweater, and I still don't think I did that.
Okay, there we go. But hey, that was like 20 years ago, y'all.
I don't think it happened. I think you're just wrong. I would have been like 25, 26 years ago. Man. We graduated.
Yeah. So let's just say 5 years ago, we were in the same company, and then boom, you took the spot that I wanted, and that took a grudge against me. I was mad. I wanted to just grab a hammer and just knock you upside the head with it. There you go.
Is that why we're saying Seth is the heel? Because what? Punk didn't take Seth's spot. Seth filled in Punk's vacancy.
Yeah. And that's what it is, vacancy.
But it's not
Seth took
because
over.
It's not because Seth screwed Punk over. Punk quit.
He quit.
Hey, Seth is absolutely right. Like right now in WWE, you have two people that are trying to paint as three people that they're trying to paint as heels who aren't heels. They're just right. Seth Rollins is absolutely right about CM Punk.
Yeah, he's right.
Drew McIntyre is absolutely right about literally everybody. And Kevin Owens is spot on about Cody Rhodes. Who? I've been telling y'all that Cody is a heel for years. And don't nobody want to listen to me, Jerry. Don't nobody want to listen to me, Joe. I've been saying it. Now, I'm saying it. People are starting to listen. I've been saying it since he was in AEW.
But you got to look, like I said, you got your, 6 to 13 years old, love them. Some of the parents love them.
Same thing with Cena.
But you got to look at it. The way he talking like a Cena, you can't really picture him being a heel. Only you see him a heel is when he got to be in like a special type of match. Like look at like Cena, he was the heel in the last man standing match. He always was the heel in that. No DQ. Look at AJ Styles, steel chair, boom.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell, Seth Rollins with the sledgehammer. You call it the heel Cody. Only in special matches, he's the heel. Special type.
There was no special circumstance for Cody to be the heel versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
that was just what a heel does. When Cody Rhodes turns heel, is that going to sting more for wrestling fans than whenever Hogan joined the NWO?
It's going to be like the Roman Reigns era, how everybody be happy that he turned heel.
Think?
Like, thank you. Finally, the whole crowd.
Man, maybe. I don't know.
I would say majority of people, when he was on the Indies, they liked him as that heel.
He was a heel, man. He never turned babyface.
He was a heel.
He never turned babyface, man. He was always a heel. Well, I guess he was always that shade of gray. He didn't really know what he was. We came back to be a heel versus Mr. Brody Lee. Then that went a little weird after the dog collar match.
Yeah.
Man, what if Cody comes back after this KO package power drive with the black hair?
I think the black hair do better than the blonde, tell you the truth.
I totally disagree. I think it looks so weird. I think Cody with black hair looks so strange. Mindy just walked into the studio. As she heard me say Cody with black hair, she said, "Ew."
Ew.
Ew. Ew.
Wait, didn't he have brown hair before? His hair was brown
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah, but whenever he came back for the Brody Lee dog collar match, his hair was black.
It was black. Yeah.
Black.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just said another week of Raw through the holiday season that I'm not very excited for.
Yeah.
We'll see what our ratings partner, Rate My Wrestling, will give it after the show. So you can check us out tomorrow. You can follow us on Instagram so you can see what the ratings are. But it's that time of the Monday show. Joe, just because you know what happened on the show doesn't mean you know what time the bell rang. So I think you still get to play.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
cool.
We'll just put this out there. Mindy has already made her time selection.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Mindy has gone with 8:16.
8:16. Okay.
Again, for everyone just tuning in, every week for Monday Night Raw, we play For Whom the Bell Tolls. And it's you select what time you think the first bell will ring to start a match on Monday Night Raw. Whoever wins gets some swag sent to them. If Joe wins, he gets all of his stuff that sponsors have sent me over the past year that's supposed to go to him that I haven't delivered to it. If
I got 1 minute.
My wife Mindy is correct, everyone who's played gets something. So everyone should really hope that Mindy wins and they lose. So,
Okay.
Joe, what time do you have?
8:24.
Okay. Well, I went 8:21. You got 8:24. Mindy has 8:16. Everybody else, get your guesses in. Joe, you got any other predictions for Monday Night Raw tonight?
Well, I would say tune in to the New Day segment.
Yeah, because Joe's predictions are spoilers, so make sure you don't miss the New Day on Monday Night Raw tonight, everyone. Thank you for checking us out live on Instagram. Not live on Instagram.
Wait.
Joe's not.
I got one more thing.
One more thing.
All right. I know I said this weekend about the match and wrestler, but if you got any person that hasn't watched wrestling in a year, I want you to nominate the one PLE of this year you would recommend them to watch?
Ooh,
One
PLE of the year?
PLE, just one. Just one you can think of that
Only
had your attention.
PLEs, or are we going to do pay-per-views also?
Anyone?
The
AEW. There we go.
AEWs are pay-per-views.
Okay. Pay-per-view / PLE. There we go.
So your major wrestling event that you would show someone in 2024 that you think is the best of the year.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone, thanks for checking us out. We'll be back Wednesday to preview AEW Dynamite. Hopefully Joe doesn't read those spoilers also, because that is also a tape show from the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Nah, they just... I'll just read about what they said happened last week, and then they said compared to this Monday, what's going to happen.
Joe's over here stumbling into spoilers, unknowingly not watching his steps. But everyone, thank you for checking us out. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday. Enjoy Monday Night Raw. And, hey, there's going to be a triple threat women's IC title match, which is a great time to get a snack. So you can walk away from your TV because you're not going to miss anything important. Thank you, everyone, for checking us out. Don't say the F word. We're out.
Out there.